What's up, everybody? Time for some more rSpace. 3 years of holding in so much pain caused by her. My husband and I have finally had enough. How do you ladies deal with her hating you because you stole her baby boy away? I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Technically, she's not my mother-in-law, but I am 23. Boyfriend is 24. We've been together since we were seniors in high school. Before we started dating, my boyfriend was very socially awkward, scared of the world, afraid to do anything for himself. His mom has been feeding him through his whole dang entire life. I knew this was an issue, and I know it was going to go down to crap eventually. Fast forward a couple years. My boyfriend is confident. He's so outgoing. He's gained so many beautiful friends, found the courage to join jiu-jitsu. So many opportunities. I've always been a tomboy. My head is shaved. I dress not like a normal girl, as she says. I have full sleeves of tattoos. I've got so many piercings. I love that about me. My boyfriend, since me, has gained courage to do things he's always wanted. He went out to get earrings. He went out and got tattoos. Keep in mind that we are not 14 years old. I always knew she never liked me. She's super conservative. All liberals can die type beat. She's crazy. A couple days ago, she saw a new tattoo of his and exploded, saying that he became screwed up because of me. He changed because of me. I was a terrible person, I'm no good, and she will never approve of me. For 5+ years, she had always pretended to like me. She invites me to places, she wants me over, whatever. So for 5 years, her bottled up feelings finally leaked out. She said he was her baby forever. She can't see him be like this. I've been bawling my eyes out for a week since I found out about this. My boyfriend is furious. He's literally wanting us to pack our bags and leave to a different place and run away because he can't see me hurting like this. He's a great man and he loves me. I made it clear that I'm not asking him to choose me or his mother. He answered me right away that he chooses me anyway because she is wrong. I always cover myself with long sleeves even in 100-degree weather. I take out all my piercings whenever I am to see her. For her to judge someone like this proves that there is no heart in her. She is a divorced woman, and the reason her marriage didn't work out is exactly the same reason as this. Her mother-in-law was terrible and she ran away with the kids, my boyfriend and his siblings. I just don't understand how somebody that went through the same thing could act like this towards me. I may not be the best person in this world, but I try my best to be. I give my entire heart out to the world. I treated her like I did my own. I guess I'm here for some comfort and advice as what I'm in line for. I'm terrified of what will happen when I'm the mother of her grandkids. I never want them to see her. I don't want her to touch them. All my life, I'm judged by my appearance, and I never let it get to me because I don't care. It just hurts because I've been lied to. She pretended all this time she accepted me. Thank you to anybody who takes the time to read this. Update. 2022 marks the 3rd year of me finding out that his mom doesn't like me. I have held everything in for all this time. I spent so much time wasting so much tears because of it. Even if I knew that it was something completely out of my control, I hated myself and blamed myself. I sometimes wish that my husband would wake up not remembering me just so that he could be with somebody his mom would accept. If he was with anybody else, would this be happening? If anybody's interested in the reason of why she doesn't like me, why my mother-in-law can't stand me. Anyway, in summary, my mother-in-law immigrated from China to the US when she was like 12. I came to the States from Korea when I was around the same age. I obviously went to school here and speak English just like her. My parents, on the other hand, were well into their 30s when they brought us here. They weren't able to go to school, they had to work. It would make sense that their English is not 10 out of 10. Now, I can handle her crap talking about me. I'm a grown adult. What I will not tolerate is when somebody has the audacity to foul-mouth my family. She was on the phone this morning with my husband. I answered as he was doing the dishes and put it on speakerphone for him. It was a normal conversation at first, and all of a sudden it went to me ending up as nothing, and I'll be nothing but a mouth to feed and a nuisance that he'd have to take care of. He's currently on his way to be a chiropractor, and I make my money making on selling art online. In her exact words, she said, "Look at her parents. Her dad works at a freaking restaurant. They don't even speak English. How do you think she'll end up?" That's when I ran into the bathroom and just lost it. My husband comes into the bathroom with the phone still on speaker, making sure I hear what he's about to say. He said, "Mom, just stop right there, and don't continue because you're just embarrassing yourself. Her family is more to me than you have been to me in so long. You're my mom and I love and thank you for bringing me into this world, but that's all you ever did for me." He then gave me the phone asking if I had anything to say. I told her that she should be embarrassed as an immigrant. It's absolutely disgusting how somebody who went through the same exact thing I did dare talk badly of my parents. She went real quiet when I told her I make more money than her son at the moment, She went real quiet when I told her that her son chooses to be with me whether or not I make a lot or not. She should be freaking grateful that her son found somebody with a heart as big as mine. It's just crazy to me how she raised somebody this kind. I said that he must get it from his dad, your husband that left you. Don't come crying looking for me, begging me with an apology because I refuse to let you near my children. You will never hear the word grandma. Have a good life. You are now blocked and deleted. So yeah, that was pretty much how it went down, and I'm sorry I wrote so much. I just feel so relieved. My husband is my soulmate, and having him by my side for this was just so much to me. My mother-in-law lost her husband due to her evil mother-in-law. He chose his mom instead of choosing her. I'm thankful that my husband didn't do what his dad did. Thank you for reading if you did. Our first reaction comes from Apprehensive Ad 4244. What a sensible husband you have. You are worth loving and cherishing, and you will have an amazing, fulfilling life together. Mother-in-law can just lay lonely in the bed she has made for herself. Good riddance. Our next response is from Chrisania83. Congratulations! You set your boundaries beautifully, and I'm glad your husband held firm. I know how hard it is to cut off your parent even when they are an awful person. Moving on. At it again with the manipulation. I have posted a few times about my problem mother-in-law. So I am now 8 months pregnant with me and my husband's first child. This whole pregnancy has been extremely hard due to me not having my family here and not being able to visit for 3 years. Thanks, COVID. The thought of my family not being around once baby is born also really hurts. But I made my choice to move here for my husband, so it is what it is. My parents have been insanely supportive with my pregnancy, expected baby, even from overseas. They have pretty much bought everything for this girl. That's just who they are. And I am so grateful because we literally would not have been able to do without them. Now, mother-in-law knows this. She made this huge deal about not being allowed to buy anything for the baby, when she never made an effort or asked what we needed. It was only after finding out how much my parents did that she then felt the need to play the victim. So we told her we still need the cot mattresses, and if she wants to get that, we would be grateful. Instead of just going and buying it like she acted like she wanted to contribute, she made it a huge deal like, "We always have to go shopping together for me to buy it." And kept putting it off until I just went out and bought the dang thing because it was holding up my getting the nursery prepped. It just bothers me so much. I would never ask for anything from anyone. My parents have always been generous and I tried to tell them no, but they wouldn't have it. But it bothers me that they will have little or no part in my child's life, and this manipulative witch who has done nothing but cause me stress during the pregnancy will get to be in her life. Also, now she made a huge deal to my husband about us coming to dinner this week at her place, and I finally had to stand up for myself, and I said absolutely freaking not. After all of her manipulation, I just cannot. I no longer have the patience to put up with her and pretend I like her in the slightest. Thanks for letting me get this off my chest. Edit. Literally 10 minutes after I posted this, she rocked up to my home uninvited and unannounced. Let her ring the doorbell and just stand there. Ignored her and kept doing what I was doing. No thanks, mother-in-law. First reaction from Real Comfortable 3600. Keep standing your ground. It will be even more important once your baby arrives. She'll likely try to walk all over you and push her child-rearing ideas on you. Figure out the things that work for you and your family and don't try to make nice with her or keep the peace. She will only make you miserable. Also, make sure you communicate with your partner about everything. This includes non-mother-in-law things, and tell him about anything that she does that upsets you or doesn't sit right. Don't approach it as an attack on her, but more as, the thing with your mom has happened and it made me feel like this. Can we talk and try to resolve it? On the matter of not having your family around, I completely understand your pain. My little one was born right before the pandemic and all of my family live a 2 to 3 hour plane ride away. Life was a bit messy at the time of little one's birth for my husband and I, and we haven't been able to visit them at all since before little one was born. All I can suggest is lots of video and phone calls. It's not much, but it helps ease the pain of separation a little. TOP responds, agreed. Although her idea of child rearing is getting pass-out drunk so her 7 and 9-year-old have to drag her inside, so definitely won't take anything she says to heart. I have finally felt comfortable enough to vocalize my opinions on mother-in-law to husband without holding back, so that's progress for sure. At the end of the day, it's what is best for my family that matters, and quite frankly, she is not it.